Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are talking about investing does not take money, it takes decisions. And I'm going to prove that point, but I want to kind of throw this out there. So I talk to people all the time. They go, man, Steven, I'm so happy for you. I see the successes that you're having, and I just wish that could be me, but I don't have the money. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't have it either. But I made a decision that I was going to figure out a way, no matter what. That was a non-refundable thought. I will figure out how to invest in real estate, how to be successful, how to be determined, how to develop myself to understand that world and that business model so that I could find success, because I knew that if I could figure it out, that I could create something better for my family, I could create a better future, and I could do more for other people than worry about my problems day to day. So let's talk this through. I work with thousands of real estate investors, and I think a lot of us try to go out and do this on our own. So number one, rub shoulders with the people that are going to help you out. So you need to be involved in that. It's why I offer to allow people to join my team and to take advantage of my resources. People that don't have the money, I will help you find the funding. People who need the education, I'll show you the education that I used. For people that need to find deals, I've got more deals than I can handle at most given moments, because people know who I am, they know that I do this, and I can only do so much work at a time, so I'd be happy to share those along. But my point is you need to get with people that do that. And I was thinking about it the other day. I've got people all across the spectrum. I've got a great guy on my team that was a landscaper before he got into this business, and now works his heart out and does wonderful things, and is just a great person to watch blossom out of that drudgery of not knowing if your next paycheck was enough to cover the bills that month, to now getting out there and seeing that brighter future and working in real estate. He didn't have the money, but he's making it work. I know of another person who worked at Jiffy Lube and didn't even have a car, rode a bike to work, and now makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And I leave the numbers out just because depending on when you see this video, it's going to be different. But I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars, and was a Jiffy Lube oil technician. I know of other people that went through bankruptcy when the housing market crashed, and turned around and got into real estate, and now have a net worth of over $1 million. This stuff is not stories. These are people that I know and have cell phone numbers to that exist in my realm. So I need you to understand, whether you are in real estate already and just needing greater growth and resources, that's what I offer. If you're a new person trying to figure out how to crack the code and get into this, I want to help that too, because that's where I came from. The more people I help navigate this world and get good at real estate, the better my future becomes. Not only do I get to leave a legacy, but the service that I provide always turns around and gives me greater resources and helps me thrive in my business as well. When I started, I learned one day, I was watching this class online. I learned how to pay off a 30-year mortgage in 5 to 7 years. And I locked myself in my bedroom. I told my wife, you got to keep the kids away. We need this. We'd only lived in our home a couple of years at that point, and we were struggling to make the payments every month. And I could see the light, the bells, the gears were clicking in my head. The light bulb was coming on, and I'm like, I get this. So I watched these tools. I went through the whole class and started doing it. And of course, long story short, I did some of it wrong. Not so much that it hurt me, but I slowed my progress down. But we narrowed it down so that without earning any new income, I was able to restructure the way I paid my loan, and was actually paying it off faster by far. So I did that. Well, turn around some more time, and I was reworking the numbers, and my wife and I will have actually paid off our home We'd already lived in it 2 years, or actually 3. Let me say that right. So in 3 years, but we're able to accelerate that process because we do have new cash flow coming in. We're going to pay off that 30-year mortgage in 4.5 years. So 18 months from the time I figured out how to do it. How would you like to be able to do that? You know, this stuff isn't crazy. It's just understanding the systems. It's playing Monopoly and knowing all the strategies before you got into the game, so that you know which places to put hotels. You know where to, buy land properly, so that you can win at the game. I'm teaching you how to do it in real life. So if you would like to actually grow a retirement nest egg that will pay for itself, and to do it at an accelerated rate, I'll show you how. We can do it through real estate and other avenues. If you need to develop a position where maybe you love your job, but you just need to add extra income streams to your life to offset your living costs, so that you can keep doing what you love and not have to go do something you don't love because it costs too much money. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm getting at the point that these are decisions to make. They're not about the money, they're about the decisions. So when you're ready to make the decision that real estate and investing is right for you, but you don't know that you have all the tools that you need, that you don't have the community, their network, the access to capital, the access to deals, whatever it is, I'll show you where it's at, and I'll give you access to those tools. But you got to get it out and reach out to me. Now, you're welcome to get a hold of me on my cell phone, 520-230-2319. That's a good number to get me at. But you can also reach out to me if you're a little bit on the keep a distance at first sight. I know some people feel a little bit like that's a good way to handle it. But you can get on my website, investormentoring.info. There'll be a link to that at the end of this. And you can get a hold of me there. Just plug in your information. I'll reach out to you, and we'll take it from there. But let's change your world by making better decisions, and give yourself the future that will leave not only a legacy, but create a position where you don't get to just help yourself, you get to help others. If that is something you can get on board with, I want you to reach out to me, because that's the kind of people I work with. So thanks, we'll see you on the next one, guys.